First off, we have a guest on right here. So for me to be able to try this V0 out, we thought we'd get a little bit of a guest on. Now, are you the creator of V0?
There's a team,
There's a
but
team.
I was the person that prototyped it,
Nice. Okay,
and
so you
then
kind of
there's a
came
team
up with
now.
this
There's
idea,
a strong team behind it.
and then people ran with it. Did you?
Yeah. So Guillermo Rausch, our CEO, and I were joking kind of one day at the office about Midjourney and how JPEGs are so, I don't know,
Web
are for
1.0?
boomers. What would be really, yeah, what would be really nice if we had like SVGs. And then we're like, well, if you do SVG, you can do HTML. If you do HTML, could you do JSX? Could you do React? And that got us sort of thinking, and that's what kicked off the project. And then so some prototypes later, yeah, started on what was initially internally codenamed Web Journey, and that took a bunch of research and prototypes later, and then showed proof of concept, and then it kind of got green lit. Team formed around the AI team is already at Vercel. Like we already work on the AI SDK and a bunch of other AI related features of the platform, just to make sure that AI is awesome on Vercel. And then this sort of product got greenlit, and we sort of shifted gears into product mode.
Nice. Is there going to be a V1? If V0 is great, will there be a V1?
Maybe. No, I don't know. I think V0 is a good name. So we agonized over days.
Okay.
There were some terrible alternatives.
Give me one terrible
Really
alternative.
bad alternatives. Big brush. So bad. There was a joke that like kept going through the entire naming, I don't know, saga, that we should call it life. Like something outrageous. Life. Like Vercel life. Like something crazy.
You would really
There's
have
also
to have
screenplay, another horrendous. That was like a 24-hour moment.
so real talk. I
Like
actually
screenplay so bad.
we actually okay. Well, first off, I don't think screenplay is that bad. Tej, you may know TJ, Tej DV, and I have a little internal little tool that we've been building to do YouTube videos to have stuff being written, and maybe we call it screenplay. For code and YouTube videos. Okay, tough guy? All right, so I actually have V0 here. I should probably run without dark mode on, right? Give it the full proper experience here. Well, kind of, whenever you do dark mode, it kind of changes what's actually being generated, and so maybe it would look a little bit funny. I don't want to rob it of its potential here. Okay, so I actually do have to ask one very important question before I click this button and prompt anything. When is HTMX support go?
You could probably do it. I don't know. I don't know where we get that much data. It's pretty new, right? When was HTMX created?
I think the very first version of Intercooler was like 2010 or something like that.
Oh, so there's enough of it out there.
Yeah.
Could be done.
It could be done.
Might be great.
It's really just Go
That'd be
templates.
amazing.
You just generate Go templates. Or you
Could
just
be
generate the
amazing.
basic, HTMX stuff. Just the HTML. And then let the person templatize it themselves. It'd be fun. It's fun. All right. So the basic idea here is that I need to create something. I just give it a prompt and it's going to create me something, right?
Yeah, that's the gist. The idea is effectively mid-journey for user interfaces. And the idea is that, unlike Midjourney, though, where you sort of have to prompt everything in one shot, this will presumably allow you to iterate. And we can do iteration after this. But you can just keep prompting the same interface over and over again. And so it's a little bit more Figma-y in that sense. It sort of diverges from the Midjourney zero shot.
Okay. Speed, efficiency, entertainment. Well, look at this thing go. It's actually like filling this thing out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a placeholder image, it seems. And you click around to the alternatives, you can see the other ones. So if you click like A, B, or C, you'll see differences there.
Hold on, we got -2 minutes ago. I searched for this in the future. What is this,
Wonderful.
Skynet?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at I know it's not. I shouldn't be impressed by word calculator, but I still get just so dang impressed by word calculator.
It's such a good. It's so good, right?
It just feels that exciting.
It's fire.
It does.
Yeah. So I think you're zoomed. The reason why it looks super zoomed in is that I think because you're zoomed in, it's going to do mobile. But if you zoomed out, it would have
Oh,
desktop.
nice.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
so it's
Okay, and this is a
responsive.
placeholder. So that means, am I able to take this placeholder and try to put some and ask it to put something into it?
Not yet. Although that's something that we might do. We also just might like upload a bunch of images to like your account and swap them in and stuff. I was thinking about that the other day. But what I found was if we had on Splash initially, but it really detracts from the design. Like it's very, very disruptive and makes you kind of judge the design based off the images because they just overwhelm your senses of like layout and stuff. So
Yeah.
the idea was just use something sort of basic and gray to really get you moving forward. So
I do like that actually quite
now
a
you
bit.
basically can go to the code. So if you click, yeah. So now that the punchline is like it's generated real React code and it generated like that's compatible with Shad CNUI, you can or HTML. You can either like run the command if you had a npx v0 add the ID, or just like copy and paste this into your Next.js app or whatever your. I
Oh.
guess HTMX supports HTML, so your HTMX app, right? So
Yeah, this is
go
just
for it.
HTMX.
And
Is this Tailwind? Am I looking at some Tailwind going on here?
yeah, you're looking at Tailwind. Yep.
All right. Hey, that's actually pretty badass. I like that. I am not upset about this at
So
all.
saves you a bit of time. Now you can also like refine. You can also nice. So you can also if you go back to the canvas view at the top right.
All right. Canvas view. Nice. Oh, okay. Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Lee Rob says we need an HTMX tab. So at the top right, if you click canvas, click that again. And now if you so you can edit just like this will if you type more into this prompt, it'll basically like repaint the whole code snippet. However, if you go to the right of the input and you click that little like what looks like a cursor
This guy? Little spinny on?
all the way at the bottom of the screen. I don't know why that's
Oh,
still
yeah,
going.
the
No, all
cursor.
the way
Oh, yeah, yeah,
near
yeah,
the
yeah,
input
yeah, yeah.
at the bottom.
Oh, and you can
Click that
just
bad
select
boy.
out what you
So
want.
now basically you can you can swap stuff. Basically you can click, and if you click, you can reprompt that area.
Okay. Can I do could I make it, let's see. Make it Twitch purple with white text. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Just because you give me the kind of the gray canvas. And so it's like, can you? Oh, yes, it actually does do that. That is Twitch purple. I mean, that's as Twitch purpley as purpley gets. Oh, cool. Because then then I can keep on going here and throw in replace Twitch with the SVG Twitch icon and put it before the name. Let's see.
Ooh,
Oh, that
this
is.
is gonna be an interesting one.
That's. I mean,
I'll
I
tell you
know.
why it's interesting after the fact. Let's see how it deals with the SVG.
Whoa!
It didn't like it.
Oh, it got
Oh, it
it.
did
Let's
like it. Oh, it came back. It came back.
Okay, that was the greatest comeback. I did not see it coming back there.
Two for
Wow.
two.
That's
Wow.
that was pretty cool.
What a moment.
What a moment. We just shared a moment right there.
Let's go. Let's go.
I genuinely thought I completely just screwed up the whole thing, and it really did. It came fully back. We're so back on that one. Yeah, and it even gave me a little
So
savage
back.
right here. We're so back.
Yeah.
Wow. That was okay. I'm genuinely impressed by that. I'm actually pretty impressed by this. Hold on. Can I do one more?
Yeah.
Instead of let's see, row based before, or how? Let's see. How do I say this in a way to make it? Let me hold on. Let me do it. Don't you give me any hints here. Could we have the SVG and the Primogen on the same line instead of stacked? I guess that's probably how a normie would say it. Okay. Okay. Did a little flex row there. We did a little flex row, right?
Yeah, well, I think the maybe with auto thing, yeah. The whole let me back up for the point of this, and this is the point is to get you to the place where you just copy this into your app. It's not to necessarily be a perfect design tool,
Okay.
although it seems that everybody wants it to be a
Yeah.
perfect design tool. But
Yeah.
the real goal and the name itself as well is that it's V0, right? And you could just copy this and edit the tailwind and keep going with your life. But this gets you from 0 to 1 very, very quickly.
Can I throw something
However,
out? Can I throw one thing out?
yeah,
I honestly think
yeah,
you should
throw one thing
drop
out.
React and just throw HTML, or have that as an option, because like I would totally, like when I'm building dumb things at work and I have to do something really quickly, I like sometimes I just need to make this thing right here, right? And I'm just like, hey, make the thing, do that, copy, give me the HTML so I can just put it into whatever, whatever set of crap that I need.
You can get the HTML for this. If you go to the code tab, there's another tab next to React for
Oh,
HTML. You
it's
can
just
just grab
HTML.
it
Oh, boom.
right
Okay,
there.
perfect. Yeah. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's not as styled and beautiful yet, but there you go.
That's fine with me. We don't need style and beautiful. We
You're gonna
got
prettier it
prettier.
anyway.
Yeah, we got
We
prettier.
can
It will
fix
do
that.
all of
We
it
can
for
fix
us.
that.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, actually, I am genuinely, I still
So
am.
basically, we do support HTMX, right?
You already do. Yeah, you accidentally just supported HTMX. Nice job. You just did it. You supported hypermedia as the application engine of state. I think I said that right. Yeah. Hadios. All right, hold on. Okay, so this is super cool. I really appreciate it. Look at that mobile view. Look at that mobile view go. Look at that mobile view go. Speed, efficiency, entertainment. Engine of the application state. There you go. I got it wrong. Yeah, hypermedia. Yeah. I got that incorrect. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What was special about the? Oh yeah. Okay. So let's get some questions here. What was special about the SVG generation? Because I said that whole like, hey, swap out Twitch and make it into an SVG and put it before my name. And you said, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What was the oofing?
Yeah, SVGs are hard.
Okay.
Well, just because think about the way that like a language model works with SVGs, like it's very hallucination prone. But we have a very special system that's for SVGs, so
Oh, and
it
it's
works.
because looking at
But
this,
yeah,
this isn't the Twitch icon. It looks just like the Twitch icon.
right.
It just created it. Yeah, because there's some extra thicknesses in certain locations versus other locations. So it actually just created effectively the Twitch icon.
Yes, so it gets fancy. There are a bunch of tricks it does. Also, if it thinks it's close to a similar icon, it didn't create the Twitch icon. It looked up it found a Twitch icon in its database and decided that was the closest one to Twitch, and it used that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not generating it's not actually like generating every token of an SVG. We found that to be like really difficult. Only some of the models were good enough at it. So there's a hybrid approach where sometimes it does try to generate the actual SVG on the fly, and sometimes it just finds one that's very specific and like uses it in its database. It's like,
Okay.
we know Twitch, use Twitch.
Okay. Since you know Twitch already, you already have that kind of set. It's missing the thickness, right? It's not thick on the bottom. That's kind of I just noticed that whole thing. All right, so this is actually really cool. So can you give me something that was very interesting about creating all this, or something that surprised you? Because it sounds like you guys do a lot more AI than just, I guess what I understand. And so you say you have a whole AI team and all that. And so what are some things that surprised you about this?
How much speed matters. The faster models change your relationship with the tool. So we've played with the model speed quite a bit. We've tried super low latency models that are not as good, for lack of a better term, but are faster, and slower models that yield better output but are slower. And I think we're going to end up in two modes. To be honest, I think we're going to have a fast mode or like a low definition but fast, and a high definition but slow. And the reason is, sometimes, just like when you're designing something, sometimes you want something to be really like intricate and perfect, and you don't care how long it takes. You just want it to be great. And sometimes you just need to, whip something up really quickly. And yeah, it's just a different experience with the tool. Obviously, we want everything to be fast, in a perfect world, of course, right? But
Yeah.
they're trade-offs. And so that was one of the things that we learned along the way and was surprising. Um,
All right. You can just say no to this question and don't feel bad. I get it. Numbers are always tricky. Will you be? Let's see. What's the pricing model going to look like for this?
so yeah, I could talk about it. Basically, high level, there will be pricing.
Fair.
You'll pay per like you'll basically buy credits
Okay.
to use. It'll be a credit-based model, very similar in essence to like the way that Mid-Journey is base effectively priced, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Mid-Journey, you pay for like GPU hours or like fast hours and stuff like that. And we'll do something similar. We'll probably just keep it simple and call it like tokens or credits or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. DALL-E does something like that. You get credits. You just generate an image with a credit, and I think that's what they use. I can't remember, but yeah, I get that.
Yep.
Would you consider a per install fee with NPX installation right there? You know,
I think that's really hard to track. Probably not.
Unity has done. I've heard they've really enjoyed their success with the recent changes. So it seems like if you just hit them with that NPX install
Yeah,
fee,
I heard that one's awesome. It's working out great. Oh yeah.
yeah,
hmm
that's where that's personally where I'd go with the
I like
pricing
it.
model. Maybe 20 cents.
Nice. Yeah. Or just views.
Views, just yeah. If every time you view the HTML, it's 10 cents, but if you view the React, it's 20 cents. You know, the premium output.
I like that.
Yeah. You could have prettier as an option, just throwing that as well. You can have unprettified code.
Or just charge people for prettier.
Premium features. Anyways, this is awesome. This is fantastic. Thanks for coming on and sharing this with me. I'm glad that I got to just check this out. I genuinely am going to try to take some time and use it in the next couple weeks, building a lot of little HTMX stuff. I genuinely think it's a really cool tool to just get yourself out the ground because, every single time I build a little front end thing, especially even with Tailwind, there's like the first hour of just like getting things into a place, That's like the first step of every site. It's like, I get a bunch of stuff into places.
That's the idea.
It just takes an annoyingly long amount of time. All this is just like the shortcut. This is just the code snippet auto generation of place 0. So the name's fantastic, by the way. Ooh, what about React Native? Would you consider
Thanks.
React Native as well?
I was talking about this with the team. I don't see why we can't try it. I think so.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Well, hey, thank you very much, Jared. Right, Jared Palmer. If you want to check him out on Twitch, I believe your Twitch has been popped up a few times in here. I'll include it in the video. Go give him a follow. Good stuff going on. This is Victor. That's not it. That's a different person. Don't look at that one. Anyways. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
All right, take care.
Happy prompting.
Hey, thank you. Hey, yeah, I shall prompt from here on out, and life will be good. To me, this is what makes sense, right? Whenever I see these people try to make, you see it every now and then where people are trying to make the AI do like really big things. Why is the delay so great? I don't know what was going on with the delay. There was definitely a big delay in there. Just ignore that. We'll take the delay out in post-production. But I noticed that people are always worried about the AI stealing your jobs and all that. But honestly, I don't think that's something you gotta worry about, right? Like, to me, this is really where AI shines, is like, just build a quick template. That's all we want, is a quick template, and that is it. And I think anything beyond that, it's going to be too difficult or too unreasonable, really, to do anything. They're not stealing front-end jobs. If anything, all it does is it just means that you can do more. And Google just said last night, Google tends to be pretty good at kind of guesstimating where engineers are, except when they completely got it wrong and then fired a bunch of people, including someone that's been there for like 20 years by locking him out of his email account. Besides for Google totally fumbling the bag. They fumbled the bag harder than Netflix did with The Witcher. But besides for that, they said that even with AI and how fast they're going to make certain tasks, they still think globally there's going to be a shortage of developers for the foreseeable future. So hopefully that makes you feel better. It makes me feel better. So there's that. The name is, I think AI is kind of cool, right? Like I'm not an AI maximalist, and I'm not an AI. It's not going to do anything. I just think it's going to make your job less boring. You get more time to do the cool stuff, less time to do the boring stuff. I never want to build another splash page, another tweet, another anything like this, another one of these. I just want to build for me. I never want to think about that crap ever again. Again.